Soon, home buyers may be able to use cryptocurrency to help qualify for home loans. The federal government has ordered Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to prepare for a proposal. It would allow the companies to consider crypto as an asset for single-family home loan risk assessments. Soon, home buyers may be able to use cryptocurrency to help qualify for home loans. The federal government has ordered Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to prepare for a proposal. It would allow the companies to consider crypto as an asset for single-family home loan risk assessments. Soon.
Shalom. First thing first, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who I learned this truth from. Salutation to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth, and all sincerity and diligence, risking your lives and freedom to do so. And shalom to the rest of the elect, as we all await the second Exodus coming quickly by the hands of the Lord Yahweh Shah. This is your brother Kakabar. All right, and that's one of the signs that we know the Lord's return is imminent. All right, is the fact that these these elites, these elites are moving everything digital. Okay, they're pretty much phasing out fiat currency and switching over to digital currency, man. And really want to kind of touch on two brief articles. All right, and the first one dealing with the fact that we know Trump just signed the stablecoin law. Pretty much in a place. Okay, it says Trump signed stablecoin law as crypto industry aims for mainstream adoption. All right. It says law requires tokens to be backed by liquid assets. It says measure is first major crypto law enacted in the U.S. Okay. So this is it, man. We through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, all right, have been warning you people that the Revelation 13, okay, that which goes into the mark, okay, that microchip, all right, that they're going to make it mandatory for you to have in order to be a part of a society, okay, very soon, man, okay. And that's why, they've been talking about, you had RFK Jr., okay, who went out and said that they want pretty much to push for all Americans to have wearables, okay, to have wearables, man, the watches, the rings, the electronic tattoos and shit, because we're in that time to where the Lord is making good on his word, man. And the prophecy that John the Revelator seen in Revelation, the 13th chapter, deals with this digital infrastructure, man. It deals with this digital money. And, that's why I'm doing this lesson, because, it's no surprise to us that they're going to start looking to allow, the use of these cryptos, which, is a form of digital currency, to purchase homes and whatnot, man. Okay, everything's being by design. That's why they, got everybody hype on it, several years ago. And now it's going to essentially get to the point to where, it's going to be a legal tender. Okay. All right. And that was that video I just played, man. It says Bitcoin just became a path to homeownership. Here's how. All right. And we'll read a little bit. It says, due to the rising cost of housing in America, many young people now think they might not ever be able to afford a new house. It says, but don't worry, Bitcoin could change all that and make home ownership a reality. So that's how they're doing this, man. Okay. Because we know the U.S. is trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. And, this bubble's about to burst. So they got to switch over to a new monetary system, dealing with the crypto, the digital currency, the digital money. All right. In efforts to kind of try to save the day. And that's why I said, due to the rising cost of housing in America, many young people now think they might not ever be able to afford a new house. But don't worry, Bitcoin could change all that and make home ownership a reality, because they're going to entice you, all right, to to accept this new form of monies, man. This new form of digital currency, digital monies, especially during these times where it's hard for people to make ends meet and the cost of living has gone skyrocketed. Okay, they're gonna have to incentivize you to accept this system, man, and they're gonna do it all, off of a collapse, for lack of better words, man. They're gonna allow this shit to collapse. They're gonna allow chaos to break through, and then they're going to ultimately, roll this in as the solution. We're gonna have to use these digital currencies for X amount of reasons. you know, and, you know, that's what's going to happen, man. And we're here. OK, that's why he just signed that law into place, because Trump, I believe through the spirit, you know, he's that guy. The Lord is using, man, to really bring the end of Babylon the Great, you know. All right. But it says at the end of June, the U.S. Federal Housing Finance Agency issued a new directive instructing both Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to count Bitcoin as an asset on single-family home mortgage applications. Previously, mortgage applicants had to convert any Bitcoin holdings into U.S. dollars if they wanted their crypto to count. So now, essentially, you know, they wouldn't have to convert them. You would just be able to use it. Okay, it's pretty much as legal tender. So if you can't see what's happening right before your eyes, man, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, this is exactly what we've warned about, man. All right, and like I said, you know, it's getting to the point to where they're gonna cause all to take a device into their skin to where by this crypto, this digital money is gonna be able to operate on, man. Okay, you can't forget Bill Gates' patent. You can't forget his patent 666. All right. If you haven't looked into it, go ahead and look into this, man. It's cryptocurrency system using body activity data. I mean, that alone, the you know, what it's called in and of itself pretty much lets you know what it's about, man. Cryptocurrency system using body activity data. Okay. It says human body activity associated with the task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a crypto system, yada, yada, yada. So in other words, you know, the mark, okay, because, you know, that's why they pushing for the wearables. Okay, all of the wearables can have the data in them to allow for you to use digital payments, man. You know, like your smartwatch, you can make payments with it. You know, they have rings now. They have electronic tattoos now, you know, and they have all of those things, man. And to whereby this new monetary system, okay, whether it's, you know, called the crypto or, you know, digital currency, however they phrase it, it's going to be digital money. Okay, that's what it is. It's their digital money, man. All right. And yeah, you're going to use your body activity, your body, you know, to make those payments, man. Biometrics. Okay, this patent, all right, that went out, you know, and that's really the point. Okay. Let's grab a precept. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. See, because we see this, you know, you'll be able to use Bitcoin. It's going to save the day, and, you know, crypto signed into law to be legal tender and shit like that. All that tells us is that this devil's about to go ahead and come down and roll that shit out, man. We're not ignorant. We know what time it is. Okay, we know what time it is, man. All right. It says the price of housing is out of control, so they got to have a problem, right, to bring in a solution. Order out of chaos, man. You know. It says there's plenty of evidence to support this. In July 2024, a CNN survey supported that 86% of all renters said they would like to buy a home but can't afford one. And 54% of those said that it was unlikely that they would ever be able to. The problem is even more profound for young would-be homeowners who now face a slowing economy and nagging thoughts that AI could be coming for their jobs, which it is. It says, how are they possibly going to be able to afford a new house? Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation. So that's the solution. Bitcoin, crypto, digital currency to save the day, man. All right. And, you know, not everybody invested in cryptos, but, you know, I can see these devils, you know, incentivizing you to get it, or, you know, just fucking giving it to people or some shit, man. Who knows, man? But they're gonna make it to where, you know, people are gonna be enticed into using this. All right, and then they'll just be one step closer to putting that damn chip in you. But that's really the point on that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. I'm gonna give our praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, DTA Wah Baba Ball, Shalom.